Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm here with this month's February's project for the collab with Deb Houck for Smash That Small Paper Pad. And if just as a reminder, we're trying to use up our paper pads that are smaller than a 12 by 12. So anything smaller than a 12 by 12, 6 by 6, 8.5 by 11, anything like that. And it's the collab where we're posting a video on what we're doing with our paper pad on the 25th of each month. And it's the collab with Deb Houck's Crafty Cottage. So I will link Deb and all the other participants below this video. And for this month's video, last month I started with using this paper pad, the 8.5 by 11, with these pretty vibrant floral colors, and my intention was to use it up, between January 25th and today, but I did not accomplish that goal. I had lots of other projects and a custom order and just other projects I was working on, so I did not make my goal of using this up before today. So I'm going to go ahead and continue, because that's also what we're supposed to do, is if we don't use up the paper pad in the first month or video, to go ahead and show how we're using it up. So this is what I have left, and I've been thinking about, what do I want to do? Do I want to make ephemera? Do I want to make envelopes? Do I want to make another traveler's notebook? Small, large, what do I want to do? So I looked around in my craft room and I found this book, and one of my other projects that I wanted to do was make a journal with coils, these wire coils. I have a bind it all. So I had bought this book and took it apart. As you can see, I just have the covers here. And this is what was sitting in on my shelf here in my craft room, just this cover like this. And I remembered, I looked at the spaces here, and this is where I took it apart. I don't believe, I did not punch these holes with my bind it all. I was like, those look just like the holes that my bind it all punches. I wonder if my coils would fit in here, because I've tried that before, and if they're not the exact right spacing, your coils are wonky. You know what I mean? They have to be right to fit your these coils. So I took my coils. This is just a piece I had in my craft room here that I've used part of it. They come and they're about this long, but this was a piece I had left, and I was like, let me see if they fit in here. So I took it, and I was amazed that they do just fit right in there. So I can use these coils with this journal. These are new coils. I don't know. I took the old ones out, used the pages in here. I don't know what happened. I don't even really remember. But and it has beautiful inside paper already, and this beautiful cover. I'm started to think about what I want to do to the cover, so I put some like muslin here, and then I'm going to decorate this. But today, during this video, what I want to show you is how I'm going to use up this paper pad. So I'm not going to work on the cover right now. That'll be an ongoing project during the next month. But I already cut 2 pages, so I took one of the 8.5 by 11, pretty much cut it in half, and then cut it down a little bit to fit in here. And this is what I have. As you see, this was 1 page like this, but I'm going to put it in the journal like this. So this is kind of like right side up, and you still have a pretty page. You can put a picture here or write or whatever you want. Same with this. And so they're going to go in the book like this, so they fit. This is about the size of the pages that I'm going to make from this paper pack. You can see they're going to fit right in here. Now I am going to have to punch holes in the pages to match this, so that I will work on later. But right now, today, during this video, I'm going to work on the pages, so you can see how they're going to fit just like that perfectly inside, because I cut them down to fit. So I want to use the rest of these pages in this book and just see how many pages I can get in here from the paper pack, and then I'll add some other papers to it, like what I call writing papers, like some coffee dye paper and things like that probably would go well in here. So let me just I have a couple of pieces of, I have some scraps over here from the last project that I'll be using up. They're all right here. I don't know if you can, let me see. Yeah, I think you can see them, but they're all, these are scraps. So I've kept all my scraps from the paper pack. So I'm going to be using these, all these scraps, and then cutting these papers. So let's just go ahead and start cutting our papers and making our pages this size and see how many pages we end up with here. And what, you know, if I'm going to feel comfortable with the orientation. Because like this one has a lady here, okay, so I might not want to use this one as far as this half, but this bottom half I can use. So let me just use this as a template, the page I already cut to fit, and see, I can just go like that and I know where to cut. Okay, but let me cut a couple at a time, you know, save some time here. I don't want this video to get too long, so let me go ahead. This is one I'm going to skip. See how the orientation is. This needs to be upright. I don't really want this to be sideways right now. At least maybe later I'll decide it's okay to be sideways, but right now I don't want it to be sideways. So let me put this one to the side. That may be an envelope or something later. This one too. It has the word dream here. I could cut that out actually and use that on the front cover, or, you know, make a journaling card or something and make an envelope out of the bottom half. So let's just actually pull all of these out of here, out of the cover. Quite a few left, as you can see. Let me see if I can just pull the cover off here. My intent is to use all of this paper, and I don't know if we'll get it all in this journal or not, but I'm going to go ahead and see what we can do here. I'm going to save those. These are great for, you know, if you need some cardstock, you can save those covers for, you know, later on. So let's cut off, first of all, I got to cut off the strips. So let me cut off a few of these strips. Let me see if I can do like 3 at a time, save some time. If my paper cutter will go through. Just under that dotted line. There's, I'm going to put all my strips right over here to the side, and I'll pick those up later for decorating or whatever we want to do. Let's cut a few more strips off, and then we'll start cutting some pages. And then you can get an idea of what the pages are going to look like in the journal once you cut them up. Okay, now let's go ahead and cut these 6 into, see, this is the same as that other one that I showed you that I cut in half. So let's see, I'll go ahead and, on the other one I kind of cut a little bit off of each side so that this circle was evenly spaced in between the edges here. So I can put this right in the middle like this. You see how it's evenly spaced in the middle of my template, and go ahead and cut the sides off here, because I'm going to have to cut the sides off of all these pages anyway. So let's just go ahead and do that. And get 3 pages done at one time. Another strip, some more, another bunch of strips, I should say, and then the other side. So it was down there, and then we got to cut this off. So you get the general idea here. What I'm doing is just cutting my pages down to fit. Okay, there's another bunch, and then get my template back. And need to cut, I can't see that, that blends in too well. Turn it over like that, and then I can see where I need to cut. My line's right there. Okay, these are going to be great for later. I'll put these in my pile right here. Okay, let's see what we got here. So this one doesn't have any orientation. This one does. Okay, I'm going to, now we can have different size pages, so it can be like this. I may want it like that, or I may want to do something else with it, but we'll try it like this for right now. This one can be like this, so we can, well, I'm going to have to cut this in half because this is a coil bound. We're not doing signatures. I haven't done a coil bound in a very long time, so kind of have to get used to that again with this journal. So this would be like this if we want it like that, and this will be like this. This will be like this. This will be any which way, doesn't matter. This can be like this. This can be like this, and there you go. We have that many pages already. See, it's going to be like this. Very nice. Okay. So let's keep going and see if we can use up all of these pages here. I would love to fit all of these pages into this journal to use up this paper pad. So if we do 3 pages at a time, we'll get through these sponge pretty quickly. So let's do that again and see how quick we can get this done. And then I will come back to you with the next steps of finishing this journal. So actually this one, I don't think I have to cut in the middle. And let's just look at our orientations here. This would be great just like this. This one has decorations on both corners, so this could be great just like this. This one will be fine cut in half. Okay, so I don't have to cut in the middle this time. I can cut one strip right here and be done with that part. And then we just have to cut. See, we've got our length, so now we just have to cut like this. Let me move this so I don't cut it again. Okay, a few more pages. See, it's pretty quick depending. Let's see, I want to make sure what I want to cut off here, the middle or the side. So I want to cut off the middle because I like the flowers there on the side. Let me see this real quick. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut off this side on this one. This side, I'm going to keep the part I'm cutting off over here. And this one, this side too. Okay, so I'm going to put this, my template, over here and just cut this part off right here. Okay. And we'll get those all organized in a minute. We're just getting our pages cut right now. So that goes there. Going pretty quick. Let's see, I've got this one. This one's ready to go, but I need to cut off some more ends here. So let's cut off a few more end pieces. You know, the little strip. Some of them you can see the dotted line, and some of them you can't. So I'm trying to get it where I can see the dotted line so I know where to cut, right? Well, let's get that in the right spot. So I only have to cut once. I don't have to keep cutting. Like I missed the dotted line and I have to cut again. I want to get it done right the first time if I can. Okay, and I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So only 2 more cutting of the strips. See, this can go pretty fast once you get started. On making pages for this type of journal. And then 1 more strip. And I'm cutting 3 pages at a time here so I can make it quicker. Okay, so we've got our 3 pages. 3, 3, and 3. And then one right here. So this one, I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut off this bottom piece here. Let me just do this one by itself, because this I'm going to do something else with, because it has this little lady up here, and I want her to be in the right orientation when I decide what to do with her. So this bottom part here will be a page. And then cut this piece off. I just don't want to cut my template. Okay. Another page. This goes in our pile of possible things for possibly other ephemera and things. Here's another one with a dream right here. But this bottom part again would be great for a page. Let's see if there's any more with where. See, this has the words. I think I'm going to save this whole thing for later. This one, it doesn't matter. Let me keep this on top so I remember that I want to save that. And then this one, it doesn't matter. So, let me just go ahead and cut off the bottom here where we want our page to be. So let me get it lined up. And then I'm going to cut this. Okay. And let me decide on this right here. Make sure these don't matter. And this one I want to cut off the top and leave these pretty flowers and this pretty script right here. So let me get my template again and cut right here. So more pages, add to our page pile. Okay, this piece I'm going to put aside for later because it has this dream on there. And I'll decide if I'm having a lot of, you know, I can use some of these for shorter pages. I just want to make sure of how many full-size pages I have. And then if I have room for some shorter pages, I might just chop this in half and make some shorter pages too for a variety. And this is 3 pages here that are all good. So let's see where we want to cut these. These don't matter. They're all, can be cut anywhere. So I'm just doing this. I have lots of strips to use something with. Might have to do a Franken page here or collaging. Okay. And then here's another page with a little lady on it right here. But this top part can be a page. Let me cut this piece separate because I don't want to cut the little lady off. Let me just cut this right here and put this to the side for later. And then I want to keep that butterfly, so I'm going to put this up here like this. Okay, and we have 3 pages left. Let's look at the orientation. This one won't matter. This one won't matter, and this one won't matter. Except I want to keep these 2 corner flowers. So I'm going to, on this one, let's see, let's get this first. Just feel more comfortable getting this page cut like this first. Okay, and I'll I'll probably cut this part off so I can keep the flowers there. Okay, hate to cut the butterfly off, but gotta make a decision, right? Okay, so this one I want to keep the flowers again, so I'm going to cut right here a strip out of, kind of like out of the middle. So there we go. Now I want to keep the flowers, so I'm going to put my template up at the top here where I want to keep and cut this part off right here. Just got to go for it, even though we're cutting off part of a butterfly. Okay, strips, and then the same thing here, keeping the flowers. And so we'll just go through our pages real quick and see how much room they take up after we added all of this paper, except for the few pieces that I put to the side. I've got a bunch of strips here. Here's our pages. See, they don't really even take up that much space, so I'll be able to add a lot of pages in between here. I can round the corners later if I want. All I have left, oh, one piece just fell off, but I have a piece like this that just fell off my table. So that 1, 2, 3, another half, and 4, 5. So only a few full pages, 3 full and 3 halves to possibly make ephemera with, and maybe use as short pages. And so here's the journal. Okay, here are all the pages that we have so far. So it's going to kind of look like this. See, they're all the same, except for I do have one short page in here, which I think will be neat. But I want to see how it's kind of small, and so it's going to be like this. If I did use this, it would be way over here. So I don't know about that. We'll have to see. I might cut some more that'll be short, but they'll be, maybe I can cut them so they come out to here. You know what I mean? So I want to put that to the side just so that doesn't get mixed up in our pages right now. So it'll be like this. Okay, see, that's not even very thick yet. I can fit a lot more pages in here with this big coil, the big coil I showed you. It will be scrunched together. I think this is this might be a 1 inch or a 1.5 inch. I don't know. I have to look at my package to see what it is, but it'll be like this. And I can fit quite a few, like twice as many pages in here at least, and still have room for you know, plenty of room for somebody to work in here. So let's just go through real quick. Let me move this over to the side so you can see how this is going to be. And we can kind of get our orientation here too if we need to turn the pages around. So let's just flip. Okay, so this one, I kind of like the leaves on the bottom. They could be on the top, but I think I might like them on the bottom. I can always change it around before I bind it, right? These could be on the top or the bottom, these flowers. And these, I think I kind of like it like this. Okay, I'm gonna try to do a little bit faster here though, so this video doesn't get too much longer. But just to flip and show you how I'm deciding on which way these are gonna go. This, I kind of like this white part over to this white line over to the binding, and the pretty decorative side to the, you know, opening side. So, and these are all fine the way they are. Very pretty papers, aren't they, when they're cut up too? I mean, these just make great little pages like this. Let's see, I think I like this one like this. See how pretty, I like those leaves on the bottom. Here's the frame. And again, I like that cut side on the binding side. So it'll be on the binding side, that cut side. And these all came from the same paper pad, so they all go together. These won't be together. See, these are the same. I'm not gonna, I'll have to break these up a little bit. See, these are all the same. Let's break these up a little bit. We're gonna spread those around. this one, again, that cut side will go toward the binding. Yeah, that's the binding side, okay. Binding side. Let's see. There we go, binding side, binding side. So let's see where we can stick these in real quick. Okay, oh, here's another page. Okay, and I don't know what page will be first. Let's see. We open up from like a neutral, almost black and beige, and then maybe, let's see what page we might want first. Maybe, I mean, it could be something like this, or I think this one might look good though as a beginning page. Let me see what else. No, I think I like this one. Nope, I think this one's a winner. Okay, so let's divide up all this pink. See, that kind of is different as far as, oh, that looks good with the back too. That is nice. Let me see how that looks with the front. Well, I might want this one in the front. Yeah, I think this is going to be the front. Look at it, like almost matches that. Okay, and we'll put this one in the back. It kind of matches. Okay, so it'll be like that. Okay, so then to divide up all this pink, let us put one of these in here. And then we've got pink, pink and black. Okay, we'll divide this up again with one of these pages, and then I can still move these around. I just didn't want all these green flowers together. So the other one is, there's one back here somewhere. So let's put this one way in the back. Like, great. Oh, that looks cool. That'll look cool. Get cool together. Look at that. I might have to make sure I do that with all the other little pages like that. That's cool. I didn't even think about that till now, until I just saw it. So that is cool. I think I have one more page like that, and I'll look for it and put it together. So pretty cool. See, there's another one. I'll look for the other side and put that together, but I won't take your time to look for it and do it on camera. But yeah, so you can kind of get the idea of how to make a coil bound book. There you go. You just cut your pages. Pretty easy, right? And now I'm going to go and add some writing, what I would call writing pages and coffee dye pages and other pages that I think will match this type of style looking journal, and come back to you and show you my progress. So I hope you enjoyed this month's. We used up the rest of that paper pad. I'll also show you what I do with these. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed that, and I totally enjoyed it just now. Really, that was fun. So I'll see you next time. So happy crafting. Thanks for watching.